Hello, my name is Ryan Kelly, spelled Ryann with two N's, but you can basically just ignore the other N. I'm currently 18 years old, turning 19 this July. I currently work here at my local HEB in Seguin. I primarily work in the curbside department, but recently have started cross-training in the produce department. So what that means is I cut fruit, stock the shelves with vegetables and other produce. Um, Make sure everything is easy to access and maintainable for our customers, and just greet everybody with a smile. I've been working there for going on 2 years in August, and I plan to stick with them until I can find myself a suitable job in the funeral home industry. In my free time, I enjoy reading, cooking, watching movies. My favorite dishes include pastas and like casseroles. I think my favorite to make is probably spaghetti. Um, and when it comes to movies, my favorite genres are either going to be a good thriller or, a good action movie. Sometimes horror here and there if the storyline is good, but I'm not really too big of a fan. Now, I don't really have so much of a notable funeral moment. I can recall what my big push into this education field was, and that was my grandmother. Um, she went through hospice towards the end of her life, which I was there for, and I basically just kind of watched her turn into a shell of the grandma that I once knew. And she chose not to have a traditional funeral, which is 100% okay, but it just kind of made my last memory of her a little unsettling, and that's just kind of really all I think about when I remember her last moments, which is unfortunate, but it just kind of is what happened. Completely lied. I did a couple more or a little more thinking, and I remember whenever my uncle passed away, we actually held a celebration of life for him. So instead of wearing dark colors or necessarily funeral attire, we all wore like bright colors and just tried to put a smile on our face because that's what he would have wanted, and he always had a smile on his face, so we just kind of celebrated who he was rather than mourning the loss of him, which I think is a really meaningful thing. That being said, I've ultimately just chosen this career path, or education path, just so I can maybe bring some peace to the same people that went through what I went through, so they don't have to have their lasting memory of their loved ones be so uncomfortable or unsettling, so they can have some peace when they think about how their loved ones have departed. Well, there you have it. That's really all I have to say about me, and I just wanted to say thank you for this opportunity. And I am very excited to continue on with this semester and do the best that I possibly can.